Hey everybody, welcome to SystemlordzTech. My name is Ralph. I'll be your trainer, guide, mentor, study partner, however you want to classify it. And what I wanted to do in this video was just give you a brief introduction as to what exactly SystemlordzTech is, what I plan to do with this channel, and why I created it. So basically, what I plan to do with this channel is basically help everybody who's going for their CCNA and MCITP get some training and explanation through actual videos of me configuring network setups and explaining how you do it, why you do it, and what it is you're trying to accomplish in doing it. And the way I'm going to do that, I'm actually in the process of studying for my CCNA and MCITP. I built a lab in my basement. So what I'm going to basically do is every day while I'm studying, I'm going to record my actual in-lab sessions. And what I'm going to do is explain what I just studied right back to you guys. Being, as they say, one of the best ways to learn something or to grasp whether you fully understand something is to explain it to somebody else. So I'm going to use that not only to help you guys learn the material, but to help me better understand it by being able to explain it to you and showing you actual hands-on configurations in lab of Cisco, whether it's through packet tracer, whether it's actually on the Cisco switch or Cisco routers, through virtual PC for the Microsoft stuff. You know, maybe throw in some as I start progressing through some Linux and other things that I'm learning. And the reason I decided to do this is because about 2.5 years ago I lost my job. I was terminated, and I was doing the IT stuff before that. You know, I went to school for the MCSE for 2000. I was fixing computers, so I decided, I'm gonna go get my certification for the MCSE 2003. So I wanted to go back to school, and at the time in New York City, there's an organization known as Workforce One that helps unemployed people get back to work or to get school and to get training. But in order to get the training, you have to get a voucher from them to pay for the school. And they kind of were giving me the runaround on the voucher. And, after they gave me the runaround, I just went and got my A+ Network Plus from another school that was free and started looking for work, help desk, network support. And I found another company that was looking for junior network admins, or junior system admins, excuse me. But they were saying that the companies that they would put you out there for want you to at least have your MCSA, and they also had a school. But they also were working with Workforce One to get the vouchers to help put you through the schooling. So I figured, since it's a company now, maybe I can get through the red tape a little bit easier. And boy, was I mistaken. Still took another 9.5 months of running around trying to get this done. And I had to pay $150 out my pocket towards the tuition, and the other $2,500 was going to come from the voucher. And after the 9 months, I started thinking to myself, you know what? For $150, I could have went and ordered the MCSA home study kit from Borders or Amazon or anywhere, ordered them through any bookstore online. And in 9.5 months, I could have studied on my own and had my certification maybe in 3 or 4 months and been certified already, and just start sending my resume out and possibly got a job or whatever. So it kind of pissed me off that they wasted my time like that. So I started thinking, you know what? And I did eventually get to go to the school, work some things out with them, and it still is like a boot camp situation where I don't feel like the amount of time that they're giving you to learn the material is enough time for you to actually grasp it, to be able to go get certified and then go get a job. So I decided, you know what I'm going to do is then I'm going to get the home study stuff anyway. I'm going to take the materials that I got from them and get some other stuff. I'm going to build the lab, and I'm going to come study on my own at my own pace. And what I'll do then, I'll just record it and upload it to YouTube, so anybody else who also is trying to get their certifications in IT, in the specific fields of what I'm studying, you can now get that for free. Because I know CBT Nuggets does it, they're very good. Train Signals does it, they're very good as well. But the cost for the price for their courses are anywhere from $400 to $1,000. You're not working, you're trying to improve your skills or even get into the IT industry at a ground level. You don't have $400 to $1,000 to go spend on study material. And that's just the study material. That's not counting having to have the equipment to actually do the in-lab. So to have the computers, to have routers, to have switches, to have the operating systems, because server is expensive. Windows 7 is expensive. XP Pro is expensive. So you don't have the money to go buy those home study courses and to get the equipment to do the studying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually show you a cheap way to set up a network, whether it's, you know, a couple of cheap computers or whether it's one decent computer and everything is virtualized, but a very cost-effective way to have a network where you can study for these certifications. And like I said, I'm gonna give you the training as I go through it. You know, I have these study materials. I'm going to study them. I'm going to do the hands-on lab, and I'm going to record myself going through the hands-on labs and explaining everything back to you. So you basically get the training for free. So you could avoid having to spend all these monies to go to these schools or take these, you know, these boot camp programs and come out feeling like you didn't really get your money's worth to learn what it was that you came to learn. This way you can do it at your own pace. It's free. You can keep rewinding it as you need to and go over things as you want, and I'm gonna show you how to build the lab at home. Because if I had known how to do this, because when I went to school for the 2000, they didn't teach us anything about virtual PC. Had I known about it, I could have built my lab at home virtually and continued studying on my own at home and got a better understanding of it. But they never taught that to us. So once you were outside of the classroom, I didn't have the money to build the lab, so I had no way of continuing to practice it. And if you know in this field, if you let time pass without you actually doing the hands-on, you start to lose the knowledge that you gain. So basically, that's what I want to do with you guys. First couple of videos are going to be about, you know, like I said, how to set up a cheap lab. I'm going to show you how to install Virtual PC and Sun Microsystems VirtualBox. I'm going to give you a glimpse of Packet Tracer from Cisco. All of this is virtualization software. I'm going to show you how to install the actual operating system onto the virtual PC. We'll talk about the specs and, you know, system requirements that you need, and then we'll start with the actual, you know, process of configuring Microsoft and Cisco networks from the system admin side, network admin side. And like I said, I'll be studying every day and recording every day and uploading these videos for you once they start, so that, you know, we can basically study together, study along, give you a different perspective that's free. Whether you're going to use this solely as your main, you know, study material, or if you're going to use this to supplement other study materials that you may have already purchased or are planning on purchasing in the future. Just something else that's free that you guys can use, and hopefully it'll help you out and help you get your certification. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next video.